Hi, I'm going to be reviewing Where Rainbows End by Cecelia Ahern. I read this book around Christmas time, and I will tell you what I think of it, but first I'm going to tell you the storyline. So the storyline is about Rosie and Alex, and they've known each other since they were children, and their friendship has gone on for years, even though Alex moved away to America when he was 10 and left Rosie behind. Basically, they've gone for years with this separation, but still their friendship has gone over like miles, and it shows how their magical connections made so much, and it shows them jumping over all the things and avoiding all the things that could cause them to break up. It's a bad description, but it's quite hard to describe because there's not much to describe, if you get what I mean. I found this book had a good storyline. The storyline was quite good in the sense that it was quite sweet, but sometimes I felt that the plot went round and round in circles, as in the characters did the same thing the whole way through. For example, I would say they'd have a fight, but then they'd make up, then they'd have the silence thing, and if you read it, you'll understand what I'm talking about, and then they'd have another fight, and it would go on in like a circle, and it would be quite boring. It wasn't the best that Cecelia Ahern has done, I would say that. The whole book is written in like a letter form, so it would be all in letters, emails, instant messaging, and cards, like birthday cards, and that's the way it was set out. I think that the letter form held it back quite a lot because it meant the characters couldn't be as lifelike as some books. It meant you couldn't picture the situation. It was only the conversation that Cecelia Ahern highlighted in this, and it sort of ruined it slightly, the fact that she did that, because it had so much potential. The storyline, the characters, they were all there, but they just weren't developed. It was like she almost hadn't developed it at all, and it was like a quick fix, the letter thing. I don't know, it's my opinion. Some people might like it, because I know someone and they absolutely love this book. It's her favourite Cecelia Ahern novel, but it wasn't mine at all. I think it was probably the worst. Not to be nasty, but P.S. I Love You had so much space for like all those emotions, whereas Where Rainbows End was a bit flat. It was like the page was just like a piece of paper, it wasn't anything else, whereas in P.S. I Love You it was. And that's what I mean. Cecelia Ahern has so much more potential as an author, but this book held her back because of its form. Anything else I can say? He had a fast pace, that was true, but at the end of the book it seemed slightly rushed, like she had to fill 500 pages, but then she realised she only had 50 left to complete the last couple of years in their lives. Like I said, characters are weakly described, and that's all I can really say about it. It was a good book. I would recommend it, because I'd like to see what other people thought of it, and if you have read it, tell me what you think. But I don't think it was Cecilia's best. If you want to have a look at Ahern's novels, then I'd start on P.S. I Love You, or start on Thanks for the Memories by her. I thought they were all quite good, much better than this one. But if you're a Cecelia Ahern fan, then I would do it, and I would definitely read it. But yeah, that's all for this review. Join me for my next one.